Hello and welcome to the second movement of La Catedral, the Cathedral by Agustin Barrios. We are going to be diving in and checking out those lush organ chords, the counterpoint and contramotion, and of course that fabulous ending. So let's dive into the Cathedral Movement 2 by Barrios. Welcome to the next micro study. So I'm going to go through a couple of fingerings here. It's a series of chord shapes that Barrios just moves down the fretboard. However, I'm going to suggest a change. So we have 13, 14, 14, 14 with those. Here we're going to have to use Barrios's fingering unless you've got a cutaway, in which case you're lucky. 1, 3, 2. It's a bit of a squished fingering. I don't really like it, but it's necessary because of my guitar. Then we shift down to 11, 12, 12. And here I suggest you use a bar chord to get that funny chord shape in. It's just easier with a bar chord, which you can see in that angle. And then again, here we are at 9, 10, 10. And then leaving your bar chord down, bass line moves us to the next series. I'm going to pause there because that's quite a lot. Try not to push in too hard. Notice the angles on my hand here, and my elbow again is facilitating all of this. That's really key to these tough chord shapes up above fret 10 even. Welcome to the next micro study, bar 14. B minor, where we left it off. I'm using a second finger, not a third finger like Barrios. 2, 1, and then back to that series of bar chord shapes. It's the same, again, a classic Baroque feature as in series ideas. 4, 5. And then again, same idea. So there's not much to this once you've done this bit. It's the same. Very economic use of material there. Rightio, I left it off at 16, halfway through 16. So we're here at that F sharp minor. Right, this material actually comes back again in the third movement. So once you've practiced this and you've got this under your fingers, you will find it easier for the ending of this cathedral. But anyway, here we go. A sharp, F sharp. Open strings, 1 on the D sharp. Now I would suggest 1 and 3 here, instead of 2 and 4 like Barrios has said, 1 and 3. And then I suggest a full bar chord for this. So that you can slip down into that dominant F sharp. This repeats. This time it's not G sharp, it's G natural, and then you're going to float down to a dominant B7. You can see the fingering there into an E minor. And I'm going to leave it there. Let's have a look at all of that in slow motion. Hi, quick interruption here. That's to tell you there is a ton of links below here from me playing the first movement to the scores. So if you are looking for scores with Barrios' original fingering and ideas in it, then I suggest you take a look below. Welcome to the final bit of the second movement of the Cathedral. So we left it off at E minor, octave C, 1 to 8. Now it's possible to do the G here, which is a nice way of doing it. I prefer to do pull off into F sharp, open D, open B. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold your first finger down so that you can get a hinge bar in. And then it's all slows. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Pull off into that dominant F sharp 7. And I suggest when you're doing that pull off, or even before, you get your second finger down for the A sharp. This will need practice. The other thing to get it really loud, instead of playing normal tirando, is apoyando, so rest strokes. So then leaving it on if you can, because we've got that E there, 7, resolves to B minor. My fingering is slightly different to Barrios's, so I'm using a 1, then a 2, 4, so that my first finger can jump and prepare for the A sharp. First finger slides up, open, scan ahead, laser ahead. Right, again, I'm stretching out because I know my fingers are going to be on a 9. So I try and get my third and my fourth in, so it's... Leave that D on for as long as possible. 2, 1. I leave it on, same as the last movement, harmonic, harmonic. So 19 and 12. The interesting thing about this is that this here is not what Barrios originally played. It's not only not on his original manuscript, which you can see here, it's also not in his original recording, the only one we've got left. So he actually plays this twice. So it's worthwhile noting these little differences, mainly popping up because of the fact that we have now, I think, 4 or 5 manuscript copies of this, of which there are some differences because Barrios was an improvising composer, which is, you know, clearly obvious. So as soon as he played a little bit more with it, the later editions have different ideas, which is what this is. This is a later edition. Thank you very much for staying until the end. This has been brought to you by mybabyclassicalguitarrocks.com. There are a ton of lessons just like it, and in fact there is a Barrios' amazing tremolo, An Arm for the Love of God, Una limosna por amor de Dios. If you want to learn that piece, that is available there as well with all the videos that you can check out, and it's probably going to pop up now as well because I'm going to make sure that it does. So if you want more Barrios and you want some more 6-string inspiration, head over to classicalguitarrocks.com today.